Nissan's experience in creating electric vehicle powertrains for the road has allowed us to create the electric vehicle powertrains for our Formula E cars. This is the attack mode arming button. So in Formula E we have this attack mode where they can drive the long line around the corner.
Untuk yang baru ini dia pakai bannya hangkuk untuk Gen 3. Katanya lebih keras. Jadi ya itu akan lebih susah untuk pengemudi get the power down to the track. Oke? Sahabat Kompascom, balik lagi di channel Kompas Otomotif. Sekarang saya ada di Ancol. Kita mau masuk ke garasinya Nissan Formula E Team. Kita bareng-bareng pakai baju Nissan. Akan masuk melalui gate Premier Suit sama Royal Suit. Oke, saksikan terus keseruannya. Jangan lupa like, komen, dan subscribe channel Kompas Otomotif. Oke? Ya, kita masuk Premier Suit Team and Staff. Ya, rombongan Nissan. Kita menuju ke garage tour dari Nissan. Oke. 2023 Gula Fit Jakarta E-Prix. Kita udah nyampe di sirkuitnya. Nih, penyeberangan. Mari. Wah. Sampai di sisi sebelah. Masuk ke area pedok.
Okay, come on in guys, then we go. Jadi anak kami sih.
Ya, ini dia Sacha Fenestraz dan Norman Nato, Nissan Formula E Team.
A little bit about why Nissan and its partners choose to race in Formula E. So Nissan races in Formula E for three main reasons. Number one, to show the world that Nissan are experts in electrification. So using Nissan's experience in creating electric vehicle powertrains for the road has allowed us to create the electric vehicle powertrains for our Formula E cars. Number two, to show the world that electric vehicles can be super exciting. The performance of these cars is incredible. capable of 322 kilometers an hour now with Generation 3, and 0 to 100 kilometers in less than 2.7 seconds. So incredible performance for any car, let alone an EV. So to show the world that EVs can be very, very exciting. The third reason, and probably the most important reason for Nissan, is Nissan uses the Racing Championship as a platform to develop powertrains to make future Nissans more efficient and more exciting. So we use it as a test bed for innovation, basically. And our partners share some of those pillars, if you like, as Nissan. We started racing in Formula E 5 seasons ago at the beginning of Generation 2. Everything you can see here is packed down into flight cases. We have 7 tons of freight, and every single race, that freight is transported from one race directly to the next race. So the freight never goes back to Europe, it never goes back to the base. And that's to try and make the championship as sustainable as possible. So rather than flying from Europe to each race and back to Europe each time, which obviously it's a lot of carbon there, they work on a strategy where they always have their tools in the same location at the back there. The track engineer sits here very close to the car. So it's always laid out in exactly the same way. So Formula E provide us a 15 meter by 10 meter structure, and then we always build this in the same way.
Ini mobilnya Norman Nato, Prancis.
So this is, you can take pictures of this because this is actually last year's steering wheel. So it's actually one of the spec parts. So again, it's like the chassis and the aerodynamics of the battery. All the teams have to use the same steering wheel, except they're allowed to program the buttons and switches exactly how they want. The dashboard here, this controls the onboard computer effectively. We'll move that way away from the noise.
Pindah.
So the driver uses this screen to read the information. And as I mentioned, there's no telemetry. So the engineers rely on the driver to read the metrics. So battery state of charge, the battery temperature, brake temperatures, tyre pressures, lots of information onto this dashboard. And then the driver uses the radio here, they have radio communication with their engineer to relay it back. But if you listen to the team radio this weekend on the Formula E app, you'll notice there's a lot of code. And because the team radio is available freely to anybody, of course the teams will listen to each other's radio. So they have to talk in code. So the driver generally will say F1, 2, 3, 4. So there's no gears in Formula E, so this isn't for gears. This is for right arrow and left arrow, and this is like enter on your keyboard. Okay. So the driver will go Sarah +2, confirm. And that now makes a change within the powertrain. Whatever the engineer has decided that change needs to be, the driver then activates it on the wheel. So these two here are for adjusting powertrain settings. There's 10 positions on each switch, and within each position there's 20 options. So when you add all of that together, there's 600 options on this wheel for the driver to adjust.
Ya, sahabat Kompas.com, beginilah isi dari pitnya Nissan Formula E Team. Ada 2 mobil. Sini ada Fenestraz, sini ada Norman Nato, 2 mobil. Ini ada komputer-komputer. Di sini ada buat engineers. Dan yang di belakang itu yang ada tertutup, ada rolling door, itu adalah ruang untuk power unitnya, untuk motor listriknya, yang dimana semua tim boleh mendevelopnya. Jadi ya semua tim beda-beda, makanya itu ditutup. Dan di sana top secret, orang pun nggak tahu. Cuman ada 5 mekanik katanya yang bisa akses ke dalam sana. Ini mobilnya lagi dicopot-copot, bannya di belakang. Untuk yang baru ini dia pakai banyak Hankook untuk Gen 3. Katanya lebih keras. Jadi ya itu akan lebih susah untuk pengemudi get the power down to the track. Oke. Dan ini body parts lain. Ini ada front wing dan body sampingnya. Komputer. Keren banget. Ya, ini adalah bagian body parts dari mobilnya Nissan Formula E Team. Ini semua tim sama. Jadi dibuat oleh pabrikan yang sama. Desainnya nggak boleh diotak-atik karena ya merujuk ke sustainability. Jadi semua tim punya model body yang sama. Begitu juga dengan sasisnya. Semuanya sama karena perbedaannya itu hanya ada di belakang baterai. Di inverter, motor generator unit, sama gearbox itu yang bisa diubah oleh setiap tim. Jadi itulah yang spesial. Memang di Gen 3 ini ada perbedaan di mana di depan ada propeller deh. Ada shaft. Tapi dia cuman bisa untuk regenerative energy ke baterai. Jadi sekarang ada dua regennya, ada di as roda belakang dan as roda depan. Tapi yang depan ini bukan penggerak ya, karena penggeraknya masih full real wheel drive. Ya sahabat Kompascom, sekian garage tour ke garasinya Nissan Formula E Team. Oke, sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya. Mungkin nanti teman saya, Claudia, akan keliling pedok dari Formula E. Jadi saksikan juga itu videonya. Dan di like video ini, komen juga, dan subscribe ke channel Kompas Otomotif. Oke, sampai bertemu di video selanjutnya. Dadah.